The United Nations Human Rights Committee published a new general comment November 1st, seeking to add abortion and assisted suicide to its list of human rights. The unedited draft was created during the International Convent on Civil and Political Rights in Geneva. It says states should not create new barriers and should remove existing barriers that deny effective access to safe and legal abortion. It continues saying that states should permit medical professionals to facilitate the termination of life of afflicted adults who wish to die with dignity. Rome-based Lumsa University held a conference explaining this, with their own professors and Princeton professor Robert George in attendance.
What are
human rights founded on? On the nature of man must be to man, from his objective reason. If I come to life, I have the right to live, and no one can take it away from me. This, of course, is enough to be considered the rights of everyone without distinction.
Senza distinzioni.
It mistakes our dignity for mere autonomy, for choosing. And it doesn't ask the question, what is the right thing to choose, but it simply valorizes the choice itself.
Both professors assert this sort of thinking stems from an individualistic way of thinking, believing everything is relative. There's no real good and no real evil. Rather, anyone can choose which path to take, what to do with his or her own body, and cannot be told he or she is wrong.
I have a right to do whatever I like so long as it doesn't harm others. And then they suppose that acts such as abortion and euthanasia do not harm others. Well, certainly it's clear in the case of abortion that abortion takes the life of an innocent child in the womb. There is a victim. There is a third party. Even with euthanasia, we know that when a regime of medicalized killing is unleashed in a society, it's not simply the people who wish to be killed who end up being killed.
The consequence is new human rights are created, which leads to conflict between these rights, the right of the unborn child to be born and the right of the mother to abort. Which one wins? Which one prevails? In the end, neither one wins or ends favoring the one with the biggest right.
Si afferma il diritto del più forte.
If the UN accepts these new human rights, developing countries that depend on them for financial assistance could implement abortion and assisted suicide laws in their own country. Thus, new problems would form in countries that are trying to save lives rather than lose them.
Therefore, there is a degeneration of human rights in the sense that law should be an instrument for guaranteeing justice in interpersonal relationships, while this case, the rights devolves a powerful instrument to the strongest and weakest.
I think it's very important for people who see the truth of these matters and who understand how evil this move is toward recognizing abortion and euthanasia as human rights. It is incumbent upon all people of all traditions of faith to join together.
The new general comment published November 1st in Geneva is a way to provide legal guidance to states on Article 6, the right to life. It's been pending for 3 years and was finalized by the 18 experts who make up the Committee on Human Rights for the 172 involved countries.